In the Durandal's conference room, the senior officers are filing in for a morning briefing. Wakala sits at the head of the table, as Alurka is currently busy. Once everyone's there, Wakala calls things to order.
Good morning. As we have no major assignment at the moment, I thought we should figure out a plan for the next several days. Perhaps catch up on some backlogs, or attempt to tackle projects that have been put on hold. Suggestions?
I wouldn't mind recalibrating our long-range sensors. They probably need a tune-up after being in dry dock.
It's been a while since we've done any triage drills. It might be good to refresh.
Leave my teams out of it. I need everyone to finish the repair work. Some of our systems still aren't at 100%.
Oh, sure, it's not like medical care is essential or anything.
It won't mean a thing if the ship is destroyed. Sorry, but I think that takes precedence.
Now, children, play nice.
I agree with Devesh. We can pair it with security drills. Some counterboarding action should keep everyone on their toes.
I'm actually inclined to agree with Elliot. I think the crew's competencies are as good as ever, but we need to make sure the ship is in peak condition.
Thank you, Licia. I'm glad someone sees reason.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I just mean, ever since your undercover mission, you've been so irritable I can barely stand to be in the same room as you. And you've been even more stubborn than usual.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't allowed to be stressed out. I guess I should report to sickbay. Oh, wait.
All right, that's enough. Elliot, back off. You know that mission wasn't easy for her. Devesh, if you need more time to recuperate, just say so.
You're right. I'm sorry, Devesh.
Maybe I do need another day or two to myself.
Would it be possible to do both? Run full inspections and a combined security medical drill?
Scheduling would be difficult. I know it'd detract from the realism, but if you can keep engineering's involvement to a minimum, I don't see why it wouldn't be possible.
Good. Let's try to hammer out a rough schedule, and squeeze in some sensor recalibrations for Strenala too.
Thank you, ma'am. It shouldn't take long, thankfully.
All right, we'll...
Just then, Alurka enters. The rest begin to stand, but he waves them down and sits at the end opposite Wakala.
Hope I didn't miss anything.
Wakala glances at Elliot and Devesh, who suddenly find the table very interesting.
No, sir. Just figuring out some drills to keep the crew at peak performance.
Alurka nods approvingly.
Sorry I was late. I was in a meeting with the Commodore and the other captains figuring out our overall plans for the next few weeks. And we have a new assignment. It seems the subspace telescope at Landiao 3 has detected a comet made of exotic matter. What kind, they couldn't tell, but they were very interested to learn about it. As we're in the best position to investigate, that's what we'll be doing.
Ooh, where is it?
A good 25 light years from here, so it'll take a couple days to get there. Along the way, I have an idea.
What's that, sir?
Devesh, do you feel like you're back to 100%?
Devesh thinks for a moment before answering.
Honestly, no sir, I'm not.
Alurka nods again.
I have to confess, neither am I. We've been going pretty hard the last month or so. I think it's time we recognize that.
What's your plan then?
We've got 2 days to ourselves. I want to mandate some ship-wide downtime. Give everyone some time to recover. We'll work at reduced shifts, give everyone a chance to take at least 24 hours off.
We have a lot of inspection work to perform after our repairs, sir.
Can you still get it done at reduced capacity?
Of course, but it'll take longer. We'd probably still be at it when we get to the comet.
Normally I wouldn't risk it, but I know everyone's on edge again. That could be just as deadly.
Sir, are you sure that'd be a good use of our time? Given some of the things we went through before we came to Gamma Beta, this has hardly been stressful in comparison.
She's right. This is just going to make the crew soft.
I don't know. Even if it hasn't been a literal war zone, some of the missions we've done have definitely put stress on the crew. I can guarantee they'll appreciate a break.
A party of some kind would be perfect. I think I already have some ideas for activities.
Exactly. We're not all going on break at once, and I'm fully confident the crew will react appropriately if something happens. Varia, feel free to still run some training, but on a volunteer basis only.
Oh, all right. I guess I can think of something that won't spoil the fun.
Good. Let's make it so.
2 hours later, well over 200 people, nearly half the crew, are gathered in the shuttle bay. Most of the shuttles have been put into storage or moved aside to create as large of an open space as possible, aside from one runabout, which a lurker is standing atop of. Numerous tables have been set up with food and drinks. With a bellow from Wakala, everyone falls silent and focuses on the captain.
Thank you. I know you've all worked hard since we came to this frontier. I also know that, while our time here has been essentially a vacation, compared to many of the conflicts we faced, going as hard as we do can still lead to burnout. As such, with the same boldness we tackle our missions, let's boldly tackle this chance for a respite. For today and tomorrow, we'll be at reduced shifts. Everyone will get at least 24 hours to relax and recover. You've worked hard, now you can play hard. All I ask is that you don't add to the crew count, don't subtract from the crew count, and don't create a lot of extra work for Dr. Devesh. There'll be some planned activities as well that you can join in with. We are unbreakable!
The crew repeats the ship motto in a thunderous roar, many of them joining a lurker in thrusting their fists in the air. With that, he jumps down from the runabout, and people begin to disperse or mingle. A lurker makes his way to where the bridge crew is clustered together.
You and your speeches. But it was a good one, at least.
Aleka grins.
I thought all of them were good. No, don't say anything. Let me have the dream. So, have you given any thoughts about what you want to do?
Strinala eagerly speaks up.
I talked to Varia, and we've been designing an obstacle course on the holodeck. It'll be a mix of physical and mental challenges. I'm also going to run a cooking contest with Alicia.
A cooking contest? I hope you can find enough contestants for that. I know I'd lose anyway.
I'm sure it'll have enough people. The obstacle course is already full. We have 20 volunteers.
Impressive. Good luck with it. I've decided to share one of my personal programs on the holodeck.
Is it the one with the Andorian twins?
What? No. It's my blacksmithing program. I'll be offering classes to anyone who wants to come by. Wakala, I think you might enjoy it too.
I think I would, yes.
Huh. Usually it takes a lot more to convince you to do anything personal with me. Glad to see you're getting into the spirit of things.
What about you, Elliot? Have any plans?
Not really. I still have to set up the revised shift schedule, but beyond that, I guess I'll see where my mood takes me. Maybe I'll come by the cooking thing.
I'd like that.
And I'll probably just be in a quiet corner somewhere until the inevitable injuries occur.
Oh, come on. At least hang out in the lounge or something.
I'll think about it.
Walker, do I even need to ask?
Nope. I already have a date set up with Lieutenant Holmes. If you'll excuse me, I need to prepare.
You.
Walker disappears into the crowd. The others notice many have started to leave the shuttle bay, and so they soon disperse as well to their respective activities. Soon after, 2 of the holodecks are ready for the obstacle course. The wall between them has been removed to allow for all 4 teams to have enough room. Each team stands at the start of a lane, while Strinala and Varia stand atop a hovering platform above the lanes, observing from above.
Thank you all for coming. We've designed this...
What? We can't hear you.
Before Strinala can try to speak up, Varia steps forward and shouts over her.
This course is a mix of physical and mental obstacles, many of which will require teamwork. It has 3 sections. The first team to complete each section will get bonus points. I hope you read the briefing. Go!
Varia flips a switch which triggers a series of small fireworks on the platform, indicating the start of the race. Although taken by surprise, the teams quickly scramble to begin. The first section involves navigating a series of numerous floating platforms in reduced gravity. However, some platforms are traps and will dump the contestants below, where they have to climb back to the start and try again. A map is at the beginning indicating the correct course to take, requiring memorization of the path.
So, how do you think they'll do?
Each team is pretty balanced between departments, although Team 3 has 2 security officers on it, so my money is on them. And if they know what's good for them...
Hey, this is just for fun. You don't need to treat it like a regular training exercise.
Please. Constant self-improvement is the only way to victory. Even in recreation, you should be trying to better yourself. I know you're always analyzing things, no matter what or who you're doing.
True, but I don't think you need to be worried if anyone makes mistakes here. Just enjoy it.
Varia says nothing and looks down. After only a matter of minutes, all the teams have cleared the first section with a minimum of accidents. They try to catch their collective breath at the end.
Team 1, you finished first. Bonus points.
Team 1 cheers, while Varia glares at Team 3, who are oblivious to her attentions.
The next section begins now.
She triggers another series of fireworks, and the teams begin to race through the second section. A force field roof appears over the teams. This section involves discerning a pattern to placing heavy crates on floating platforms. Each platform gives off a different energy signature when a crate is placed on it, and the right combination is needed to unlock the door at the end. As extra incentive, the chambers are slowly filling with some kind of gas that, while non-lethal, will incapacitate the participants if the concentration gets too high.
I don't think that gas was really necessary. I'm sure they'll all complete it anyway.
Let's well ensure we're not here all day. Besides, if they're as confident as you say, they won't have to worry about it.
Again, this was just supposed to be for fun, not pushing them to their limits. We're on downtime, not training exercises.
I disagree. Like I said, you should always be trying to improve. Do you doubt my results?
Of course not. I just don't want to stress them out.
They're not children. They'll be fun.
They both look down to see Team 2 has cleared the second section, with Teams 1 and 4 not far behind. Team 3, on the other hand, is struggling, and most of its members are too busy coughing to finish the puzzle.
Derby, Buso, come on! Stop embarrassing me!
That's enough. They're not going to finish it now.
She activates some controls, and the gas is vented out of the chamber. A path appears for the team to bypass the section, forfeiting their points, and they stagger to the end.
Pathetic. Clearly I need to put them through extra endurance training.
Will you calm the hell down? This isn't a matter of life and death.
Easy for you to say. You're always nice and safe in the back, getting to think through your problems. For the problems we face, a moment of weakness or hesitation can mean the difference between life and death.
And you think my work isn't stressful or dangerous? How many times have I had to figure out an enemy weakness while we're under fire? Every delay can cost lives, even for me.
Is it ever really your life at risk, though?
Can we do this later?
Fine.
Varia looks down at the contestants.
The final section awaits. Go!
She launches the final signal. The teams, starting to look haggard, begin to tackle the final section. This one involves using a grav impeller unit to remotely move a power core through a complex gravity well maze. However, they must constantly shift position, and the ideal positions are all physically difficult to reach. After a full 10 minutes, none of the teams have managed to clear the section, although 2 are making decent progress. The other 2 are both clearly struggling. One of them is Team 3.
I told you to stop embarrassing me!
Varia leaps off the platform into Team 3's lane. She lands atop the platform with the gravity maze. Pulling out a knife, she stabs one of the projector units, using it to pry open a panel. Once that's done, she begins yanking out wires. Although she is given a tremendous shock, she ignores the pain and continues until the gravity maze deactivates. The power core falls to the ground. Varia leaps forward, scoops it up, and runs to shove it into the goal, effectively completing the section for the team. She turns to look at the team, expecting accolades, but is surprised to find them merely looking at her in confusion and disappointment. Strinala calls down to her from the platform.
You can't just brute force your way through everything, you know.
I'd rather rely on force than needing to hyper-analyze my way through everything.
That's how we win. Fighting smarter, not harder.
Strinala guides the platform into the lane for Team 2, who is also struggling, and disembarks. She takes the grav impeller and uses it to move the team members around to the different platforms, bypassing the physical component of the challenge entirely. They take turns with the impeller from their ideal positions and solve the puzzle in moments.
Computer, switch to the final area.
The holodeck quickly shifts, removing all the obstacles and replacing them with an open-air reception area, allowing the teams to move about freely. Varia and Strinala glare at each other.
Pretty sure my plan finished that section first.
but I...
Will you two knock it off?
The two women look at the lieutenant, who, while a junior rank to both of them, is vastly older. Lieutenant Felinis has a reputation for being a voice of calm wisdom, and it seems he's going to put it to use once again.
This was supposed to be about us volunteers having fun and trying to push ourselves, not resolving your own egos about which method is better to solve a problem. Because of your bickering, you've invalidated the results for all of us.
The other contestants grumble in agreement. Strinala and Varia look embarrassed as they realize what they've done.
You're right, Lieutenant. We should have stayed impartial.
I'm sorry.
I know I fall on the science side of things, but I think there's plenty of room for physical solutions too. Just look at these obstacles you two designed. They are meant to test our bodies and minds. And, let's be honest, either method has worked for us in battle countless times. Both are perfectly viable.
All right, we get it. Sorry for ruining things for you all. I hope you still had some fun at least.
I sure did. Been a while since I've had that kind of excitement. Let's all get changed and go get around, eh? Drink and make up.
Strinala and Varia smile at each other.
Sounds good to me.
That afternoon, Elliot arrives in the lounge after finishing the shift rotations. He gets a drink and looks around, finding Devesh sitting by herself. He goes over and sits with her.
Decided to grace us with your presence after all, eh?
I could say the same. I've been here for an hour.
Had to finish some things. Didn't you have any work to do?
No, I actually keep my department running smoothly.
Ouch. What are you drinking?
An Orion Hurricane. Do you want to try it?
Oh no, I'm not touching that deluxe stuff.
You should try something besides your martinis sometime.
I will when I find something that's better.
Just then, Licia walks by. Seeing them, she comes over but doesn't sit down.
Hey, you two. Have either of you seen Strinala?
She was here earlier, but I saw her leaving with Commander Curvin.
Doubt you'll be able to find her for a few hours then.
Ugh. She was supposed to help me with arranging the cooking contest.
Well, you know how much she likes to party too. Try to find her tonight, maybe you can still work something out.
You're right. I guess in the meantime, I could get a late lunch. Elliot, do you want to come with me?
Thanks, but I already ate. I just need to sit in relative quiet right now.
Oh, all right. I'll see you later.
Licia departs. Elliot gulps down a large part of his drink.
That's better.
I think she really wanted you to go with her.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'll see her again soon enough. Are you feeling any better?
A little. Just sitting and relaxing is a nice change of pace.
I hear you had to do a lot of dancing.
I'd have hardly called it that. You just need to wiggle your hips and shake things around and they go wild.
Probably still more graceful than I would have been.
Obviously, a tap-dancing shuttlecraft would be more delicate.
Ouch again. Well, I'm glad to see your insults are back. I missed them.
Devesh smirks.
You're welcome.
Anything else you need to talk about?
I just need time. I'll be fine. But if you want to help, get me another drink.
Sure.
She hands her empty glass to Elliot. He gets up and finishes his drink on the way to the bar and gets new ones, returning a minute later.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, then let's do something else.
I thought you wanted me to keep insulting you.
He laughs.
Hey, only when it's earned. I need to get you back too.
I don't think we're going to accomplish much just sitting here, Ben. Unless we have even more to drink.
Why not both? Let's play some Domjot.
Oh no, I don't need that stress right now.
What? Afraid I'll kick your butt again?
Ha! I'm pretty sure I won last time.
Come on, just one round, and we'll keep it interesting. Opponent takes a drink every time you score.
Devesh smiles and shakes her head.
Fine, but I'm not carrying you to sickbay after I beat you.
They get up and head for the Domjot table. In a matter of minutes, they're already well into the first game, with Elliot pulling a clear lead through a technique that could best be described as brute force.
This is going too fast. Why don't we make it best of 3?
You really want to get dangerous, huh?
At least if something bad happens, I've got a good doctor nearby.
Devesh rolls her eyes.
Your funeral.
They soon finish the first game with Elliot winning. Devesh gets new drinks while he sets the table back up for the second game.
Do you want me to take it easy this time?
Nope, I'm all warmed up now. I just needed to calibrate.
Sure, whatever you say.
15 minutes later, his jaw is left hanging as Devesh clears the table with an almost artful mastery of angles. She grins at him.
I think you need another drink.
Apparently. But I'm not out of it yet.
He gets himself another drink while Devesh resets the table again. They begin the third game, the tension enhanced as several other crew have come to watch. Lysia arrives in the mess hall. As usual, it's a hub of activity, though with the temporary addition of many people getting synthahol alongside their meals. She gets herself a lunch and drink, then grabs an empty table. Before she gets far, Timare arrives and comes over.
Hey, Lise. Mind if I join you?
Not at all.
Yay! I'll be right back.
She returns a minute later with her own meal and sits down.
You seem enthusiastic.
Just happy to see you. I've barely seen you lately. I'm sure you're happy to be away from Elliot.
Huh? Why?
Well, you two were practically joined at the hip during all that repair work. I figured he was getting to be too much. I know you two are always insulting each other. That can't be fun.
Lysia can't help but smile.
That's actually just something we do as friends. It's how we show we care.
Timare simply looks at her in confusion.
Anyway, I was hoping he'd join me for lunch, but he wasn't interested.
Is everything all right? You seem like something's bothering you.
No, it's nothing. Sorry I haven't been around much. How are things with you?
Actually, I think I need your advice on something.
Advice with what?
Timare looks around nervously for a moment, before her gaze falls on Wetul, a Kentari protomatter specialist assigned to the Durandal. He's seated alone at another table in the mess hall. Like Timare, he's there to help maintain the ship's protomatter system, though his focus is mostly on the weaponry, as opposed to the Lucari's focus on the power systems.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Is it that obvious?
I guess it's not too surprising. You have to work together a lot. You're technically the same species, and the only ones on the ship. Feelings are bound to happen.
I mean, I'm not in love with him or anything, but I think I like him. Except he's always so short with me. I feel like I'm just constantly pissing him off, but I don't know how.
I know how that goes. You try to tell someone how you feel, but that introvert shyness comes through, so you never properly articulate it, and just feel like you do everything wrong.
Exactly.
Look, I know it's a scary idea, but try talking to him. This is the perfect setting. No professional obligations, so you can just talk about yourselves.
What if it goes horrible and I can't be around him anymore?
I doubt that'll happen. And even if it does, lucky you, I handle the duty rosters. I can make sure you're apart for a while if you need some space.
You're right. I'm overthinking it.
She takes a deep breath.
Let's do this.
Timare gets up and starts to walk towards Wetul's table, trying not to look too nervous. Before she can reach it, though, someone else sits down at the table and immediately begins talking to Wetul. The Lucari turns around and returns to her seat.
Damn it.
Hey, at least it wasn't a disaster. You can just try again later. Come on, let's go drown our sorrows in ice cream.
Timare grins and nods. That evening, Alurka is still running his blacksmithing class on another holodeck, despite having been at it for hours by now. Wekala has been with him the entire time, working just as hard and helping teach the others alongside the captain. Various crew members have been coming and going all day, typically leaving after finishing a single project or going until they get too tired to continue. Currently, 4 are left and are nearly done with their respective projects.
Excellent. Just like that. Keep that sharp angle with the hammer.
Take it back to the forge. It's cooled off too much.
They continue like this for a short while longer before Alurka addresses the group.
All right, I can see everyone's getting tired. Let's call it a night, and we'll try to finish these tomorrow. Douse the metal, then you can take it with you. It'll be fine in its current form. We'll just need to heat it back up. And make sure you get plenty of protein. Your arms are going to feel it in the morning.
The other crew pack their projects up and depart, leaving just Alurka and Wekala.
Well, I'd say that was a good day. I'm surprised you stuck around the whole time.
What? You think I couldn't go just as long in here?
No, I just thought you might have other things you want to do.
I wanted to work in here, so here I am.
Fair enough. You didn't get to do a lot of your own work, though. You can feel free to focus more on that tomorrow if you want.
I'd rather do it now.
Oh, you're not tired?
Wakala chuckles.
Not at all. Are you? You didn't do a lot of work yourself either.
Oh, I think I see where this is going. You want to see who wimps out first.
Wakala folds her arms and grins.
I already know it'll be you.
Ha! All right, let's make some knives then. Sound good?
Wakala nods.
Computer, set a 5-hour timer. By all means, if you get too tired, feel free to tap out. Your secret will be safe with me, and I won't think any less of you.
Funny, I was gonna say the same to you.
Alurka grins now.
Single edge blade, 8 to 10 inches, through tang. Agreed?
Computer, start the timer.
They immediately rush into preparations and begin working on their knives. The hours pass in a blur. Although they tease and goad each other throughout the contest, neither gives up and works as hard as if they were starting fresh. Before they know it, the timer buzzes, signaling the end of the competition. They each pause to catch their breath for a minute, while also consuming entire bottles of water.
Sure you don't want to concede now?
Not at all. I endure.
Hey, that's my line.
So, what do you have?
They take a minute examining each other's blades. Despite paying little attention to each other's work, the blades appear to be remarkably similar in both build and quality.
Ladder pattern Damascus, huh? What is that, 120 layers?
140.
Nice. Guess we need some practical tests to see whose is better. Computer, give us 2 combatants of equal capabilities and have them perform randomly selected function tests from the standard list.
2 holographic combatants appear. They each take one of the knives. The first test is a log chop. Each of the combatants goes to a separate log and begins to violently hack into their logs with the knives. After a set number of blows, they stop and turn around, holding the knives out to be examined.
Looks like I took more out of the log.
But you have a chip.
What? Where?
Wakala points out a tiny chip in the edge of Alurka's knife. He groans in frustration.
Fine. Computer, begin sharpness test.
The logs are replaced by stands holding a variety of fruits. The combatants each proceed to use the knives to chop the fruits in identical fashions. Once they're done, they again return to let the knives be examined.
I think I took the edge. Yours didn't even cut the pineapple.
No, but look how ragged the cuts are on your watermelon and the apples.
Damn, you're right. Let me see the knives. You do have me beat on layer counts. And I have to admit, your handle is a tad more comfortable. Ugh. Fine, you win.
As if there was any doubt.
Alurka hands Wakala's knife to her and smiles.
I don't know. I've been doing this a lot longer than you, but you've clearly learned it faster than I did. I'm proud of you.
He puts an arm around Wakala's shoulders. She stiffens for a moment, then relaxes.
Thank you, sir.
Still can't say it, huh? Well, I'm not kidding. Even if I had been around to raise you, I don't know how I could have improved on the woman you've become.
Despite herself, Wakala can't help but blush. Alurka squeezes her shoulders and lets go.
All right, I know you hate the sappy talk. Let's get some dinner and a drink before we pass out in here. Computer and program.
The next morning, Elliot awakens in his quarters with a groan. He's face down in his pillow, his head feeling like there's a warp core breach going off inside it. He slides out of bed, nearly falling out from disorientation. Picking himself up, he slowly staggers towards the bathroom. Along the way, he realizes he's naked. Normally he might be puzzled, but the pain in his head makes conscious thought nearly impossible. As he relieves himself and drinks water at the same time, he tries to remember what had happened yesterday. He had been playing Dom Jot with Devesh, and the two were getting deep into their cups. After the third game, things got blurry. He's pretty sure he was tricked into drinking some Delac. That would explain the fuzzy memories. Yes, surely that was it. Once he's done in the bathroom, he staggers out, afraid that the act of speaking will trigger a fresh wave of pain in his head. He merely activates a touch control and brings the lights up to a dim level. He notices clothes scattered around the floor, and his confusion deepens. His attention is drawn to the bed when he hears someone stir, and his confusion gives way to amusement mixed with pride. That would certainly explain why he's naked. He tries to remember who it was he went to bed with, but the memories refuse to coalesce. Slowly, he staggers back towards the bed. Their back is to him, the blankets pulled up to their shoulders, and all he can see is dark hair. As he leans over them, they stir again and roll over, seemingly awakening. Elliot's emotions turn to cold dread and horror. Lying in his bed is Devesh. She slowly opens her eyes and blinks a few times. When she realizes Elliot is standing over her, she screams. The noise causes a fresh wave of pain for Elliot, and he staggers back, wincing. Devesh scrambles to pull the blankets around her and move away from Elliot, looking around in a panic.
What the hell are you doing? Why am I in your quarters? Why are you naked?
Elliot realizes he's standing naked in front of her and hastily grabs a pillow to hold over his privates.
I don't know. I just woke up. I can't remember anything from last night.
Did you drug me? What did you do?
No, why would I do that? Look, just please calm down.
How can I be calm? I wake up naked in your bed with no memory of what happened.
And I said I don't remember anything either. After our third game of Domjot, everything gets hazy, right?
Yes.
Clearly we both had too much and got carried away. Can we talk about this, please?
Devesh looks away for a moment and then sighs.
All right, but can we at least put some clothes on first?
Of course. Your panties are on the statue over there.
Devesh begins to slide out of bed, the blankets still wrapped around her.
Turn around or something.
Right.
He turns around and stares intently at the wall.
Elliot.
Yes?
I can still see your ass. Go in the bathroom.
Elliot feels glad Devesh can't see him blushing, and he beats a hasty retreat to the bathroom, grabbing his underwear along the way. He emerges a minute later to find Devesh sitting on the bed, half-dressed as well. Slowly, he goes to sit down next to her.
So?
I knew I should have just stayed in my quarters. You and your stupid drinking games.
Hey, you were pretty on board with it while still sober. But, yes, clearly we went too far. This changes things between us, doesn't it?
I suppose it does. You've always been a good friend from that first day we met.
Well, I did try to buy you a drink the night before, remember?
Yes, but after I turned you down, you were always a perfect gentleman afterwards, and never tried to hit on me again or anything. I guess I never said it aloud, but I appreciated that.
You've been a good friend too. And certainly I won't deny a physical attraction has always been there, but I'd rather have you in my life as a friend than not at all.
They sit in silence for a long moment, neither able to look at the other.
So, if we don't even remember it, does it really count?
Devesh laughs.
Of course it still counts. Even if we don't remember it, we know what happened. Unless you want me to try and wipe our memories of this morning.
I feel like that might be the best answer, but I'm not sure I want to do that.
Me either. Look, I know I've not always been the easiest to get along with. Neither have you, for that matter. But despite that, we've still been there for each other. We've saved each other's lives too many times to count in these last 2 years.
That is true. If I'm honest, you're basically my best friend other than maybe the captain.
And you're my closest friend too. I do trust you, more than almost anyone else. Even if it doesn't seem like it sometimes.
Maybe there's always been feelings there that we've never acknowledged.
Alcohol lowers inhibitions. The feelings you keep bottled up are more likely to surface. The lack in particular can be known to encourage emotional honesty.
Speaking of, did I have any? I feel like I had some
I don't remember, but I'd guess yes.
figures. So, we seem to be comfortable with each other. Maybe this is all right.
They sit in silence for another long moment.
Maybe it is.
The two of them finally look at each other again, studying each other's faces.
Where do we go from here?
Isn't it obvious? We explore.
They slowly move closer and then kiss. Back on the holodeck, a lurker has already fired up his blacksmithing program again. Wakala is the first to arrive.
Good morning. How are you doing?
A bit sore, but otherwise I'm fine. Did you sleep well?
Like a baby. Still waiting for folks to show up. I probably should have done some kind of assigned schedule.
While you wait, can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
How do you relax? I mean, find a balance between work and your personal life.
What brings this on?
I was thinking about last night. I had fun. I realized I don't always make much time for personal stuff. Most of my adult life, I've just been focused on my duty, and personal considerations were always secondary.
I know what you're getting at. Even if he left you because of your sense of duty, the fact that you got engaged in the first place means you're not terrible at the personal side of things.
They both sit on a bench at the edge of the smithy.
I'm not going to pretend to be an expert at it myself. What I did to your mother is proof that I'm not. But I like to think I've learned a lot since then, partly because of the people around me. You can work yourself half to death for an extra 10% efficiency, or let yourself take breaks, and even though you suffer that small loss there, things improve in other ways. That's how I wound up with Jason and Talia.
I see.
Just let yourself be vulnerable, and remember to take care of yourself. You can be the most efficient and brilliant commanding officer ever, but that won't mean a thing if you're burned out on the inside. Be strong for the crew, but acknowledge your weakness to yourself.
He reaches an arm around her shoulders and pulls her in. She reluctantly returns the hug. After a moment, they hear the holodeck door opening, and both shoot to their feet, pretending they were just standing around. They're surprised to see Walker entering the program.
I'm surprised to see you're up this early. Figured you'd be sleeping in.
Honestly, I could barely sleep. Things didn't go well.
Ah, sorry. What, can we do for you?
I don't know. I figured this stuff can help me blow off some steam or something.
It's definitely good for that. In a way, it's almost controlled violence. But you also get to walk away having created something. Have you done this before?
Nope. Where do I start?
Well, we'll start with something simple then. A basic S-hook.
They dress him in the appropriate safety gear. Then a lurker retrieves a small bar of metal with some tongs and hands it all to Walker.
First up, we've got to heat the metal. Hold this half in the fire for a minute until it's glowing a bright orange. I'll do one alongside you so you can see.
Once the metal is heated properly, they go to their anvils.
First, we're going to flatten the hot end. Make steady strikes like this, holding the metal this way.
Walker follows the instructions, then stops a moment later.
It's getting too cold already.
That's right. You'll need to reheat the metal constantly. I'm impressed you picked that up.
Yeah, it's basic thermodynamics. Plus, I could feel the resistance getting harder as it cooled off.
Good. It took me a while to get a feel for that myself. Back into the forge.
They continue for another half hour until their hooks are complete.
And there you are. Congrats, you've created something. Wakala, what do you think?
Wakala looks at both their hooks.
I'd say his is better, sir.
Huh, so it is. The twist is more symmetrical for sure. Good job, Walker.
Walker seems surprised he's done so well at this, and smiles nervously.
Thanks. I do feel a little better now. Can we do something else?
Of course. Looks like no one else is coming by, so let's make a metal leaf.
The captain runs Walker through the process, taking another hour to complete this one. Afterwards, the three of them examine the final product.
That looks a damn sight better than the first one I ever made. I think you might be a natural at this, Walker.
I'm a little jealous, to be honest.
Walker chuckles.
Thanks. Maybe I'll try this program out some more. I need some breakfast, but thank you both. I feel a lot better now.
That's what this is for.
Walker departs, with Alurka and Wakala smiling at each other. That afternoon in the mess hall, Lysia and Strinala are hosting their cooking competition. There's a dozen contestants from a variety of departments. Easily the most unexpected participant, however, is Varia. They're preparing a complex meat dish. A few minutes before the timer runs out, a fire breaks out at Varia's station. Shouts of panic erupt among the audience, though she remains unperturbed.
I got it. Computer, disengage fire safety protocol. Now!
She dauntlessly removes her food from the heart of the fire before rushing to the wall, grabbing a fire extinguisher, and carefully putting out the fire without affecting her food. Scattered nervous applause can be heard.
Come on, back to it.
Everyone quickly resumes preparing their meals, and the timer soon runs out. Lysia and Strinala make their way through each of the meals, taking separate notes. All the contestants but Varia look nervous, though anyone who knows her well can still tell she's nervous, just more subtle about it. With all the meals tasted, Lysia and Strinala compare notes and quietly discuss things. Eventually, they come before the audience looking a bit surprised.
Thank you to all our contestants for participating in this. We found all your meals impressive, but we have decided on an overall winner. Commander Varia.
The reaction from the audience is a mix of surprise and adulation. Varia's reaction is similarly one of surprise. She steps forward.
Believe it or not, that fire actually helped you. It added a bit of extra smokiness to the food that pushed it over the edge for us.
Varia grins.
Clearly it was deliberate then.
They hand her a trophy, and the audience's cheering gets louder.
Please, help yourselves to the dishes, and thank you again.
With that, everyone begins to disperse. Lysia sees Elliot approaching and smiles, happy that he came to watch after all. He smiles and nods back, but heads for Strinala. Lysia sighs to herself and wanders into the crowd.
Hey, Strinala, can I talk to you?
Oh, of course. What is it?
Privately, if you don't mind.
They go to a quiet corner of the mess hall and Elliot speaks in a low voice.
You have a lot of experience with relationships.
I suppose I do.
As in you've been with a lot of partners, I assume. Actually, I have no idea what the number is.
23 men and 18 women.
Wait, that's it? I thought it would have been, way higher.
Oh, that's just for this year. In total, it's...
Never mind. Anyway, I need advice.
Oh?
So, some things happened with Devesh and I.
Strinala immediately grins.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you too. And maybe a little jealous. Heh.
Thanks, I guess. The thing is, it was kind of an accident. We had too much to drink yesterday and woke up this morning in bed together, though neither of us remembered it. After we got over the initial freak-out, we talked, and we think we might want to actually make something of this.
I see. I'm sure that there's a lot of complex feelings.
To put it mildly.
Well, I say don't hold any resentment and to go for it. That kind of happiness can be hard to find, and, if I'm honest, I think you two would make a good couple.
Thanks, I'm glad to hear that. We're both nervous, but excited.
I'm excited too. And the first time you have sex for real, I'm sure it will be amazing.
It was.
I thought you said you didn't remember.
Oh no, this morning after we talked, we kissed just to try it, but it quickly led to...
Oh, so, it was good? If you don't mind my asking.
Elliot exhales loudly.
Let's just say we were both curling our toes by the end.
Oh, damn. Now I'm really jealous.
They both chuckle.
Well, it sounds like you found something good. Like I said, go for it. If you ever want a third, just let me know.
Sure.
Meanwhile, across the hall, Lysia runs into Devesh.
Hey, Devesh. Thanks for coming to the contest.
You're welcome. It was fun to watch.
Are you all right? You look nervous.
No, I'm fine.
Wait, something seems different about you. Oh, you had an interesting night, I think.
Devesh blushes.
Yes, you could say that.
Come on, spill the details.
There's, not much to tell.
What, was it a one-time thing, or do you think there's something more there?
I'm honestly not sure, but I think the latter. I have to admit, I'm hoping for that.
So, who was it? I promise I won't tell.
Devesh says nothing and looks away, embarrassed. Lysia glances in the direction she's looking and notices Elliot talking to Strinala. The realization clicks, and it feels as if her heart stops beating for a second.
Oh.
I guess it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. It's probably been a long time coming, but the way we figured it out.
I see.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just more surprised than I expected, I guess. I'm happy for you two. I hope it works out.
Lysia hugs Devesh, who happily returns it.
Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. I hope this doesn't cause too much gossip.
They pull back from the hug.
I wouldn't worry about that. Excuse me.
Without waiting for a response, Lysia walks off as calmly as she can manage. In the evening, a final party is being held in the mess hall. The bar from the lounge has essentially been relocated here. Alurka is seated there, talking to Rulian Mazan, the ship's El Arian bartender, while he watches the festivities.
I will say I'm impressed with how many different activities they all scheduled and executed without any input from me, or the senior staff for that matter.
You sound surprised.
I suppose I shouldn't be. We've trained them to be effective and efficient in their regular duties. Of course, they'll be just as efficient in their recreation.
It's a rare opportunity on a ship like this. I think you should be proud.
I am. I mean, I'm proud of them in general, of course. I admit I don't always feel that way about myself.
Why's that?
I don't know. Talking to Wakala earlier about balancing duty and personal needs got me thinking. It's been a driving motivator for me my whole life to feel like there's always room for improvement. And maybe there is.
What do you think you need to improve on?
Being a captain, a leader, someone that can be relied on in general. I've still gotten people killed.
You're a fixed point. Or supposed to be, anyway.
Alurka looks contemplative for a moment, taking a long sip of his drink.
Supposed to be, yes.
We use the stars to navigate, right?
Huh?
Rulian ignores Alurka's confusion.
Certain stars are used more than others, especially for terrestrial navigation. Polaris is a big one for Earth, I think.
That's right.
A fixed point for travelers. But clouds still happen. Sometimes the light gets dimmer. That's not the star's fault. It can't control the weather. But it leads to travelers getting lost anyway. Even so, the star always returns. Do you think those lost travelers blame the star?
Alurka smiles.
Cryptic as always, but it's not hard to see what you're getting at. No, I don't think my crew blames me for the shortcomings I do have. They know I do my damnedest to get everyone home. They rely on me. They trust me, just like I trust them. Well, you'll forgive me if I sometimes don't trust myself.
I do, even if I disagree.
I'm sure everyone else here would as well.
Just then, Lysia happens to walk by.
Lysia, I was thinking of having a poker tournament tonight for the senior staff. Interested?
Thank you, Captain. I don't feel that would be appropriate at the moment, though. Excuse me.
She walks off without another word. Alurka watches her go, concern on his face.
Huh. Wonder what happened.
Something personal, I'd guess.
Oh boy. I want to go talk to her, but I suspect that wouldn't help at the moment.
I'd let her be for now. If she wants to rely on you, I don't doubt she will.
Right. Trust the crew.
He turns back to the bar, still thinking about Lysia, and gestures for a refill. Elsewhere in the mess hall, Lysia sees Timare and goes to sit down with her.
Hey, are you alright? You look upset.
Lysia shakes her head and her expression goes more neutral.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Need to think about some things.
Oh, well, I'm always here if you need to talk.
Thanks. Have you talked to Watul yet?
No, I'm still trying to work up the courage again.
Looks like he's alone again. Go now. Get your feelings out there before someone else swoops in and takes him.
Do you think anyone else is interested in him?
Who knows? Best not to risk it.
Right. Here we go.
She gets up and walks over to Weitul's table. No one beats her to him this time. When he notices her sitting down, he looks irritated.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk to you.
Why? We're not on duty. What's there to talk about?
I wanted to talk on a personal level. Get to know you better.
Weitul looks surprised and Timari continues.
I know our peoples are still at odds, but we're distantly related, and you're the closest thing to another Lucari on the ship. I've started to feel lonely, and I'm sure you have too. I thought maybe we could be lonely together.
Weitul stares at her for a moment, his expression unreadable. Eventually he sighs, looking embarrassed.
You're right. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. A lifetime of being told to hate Lucari leaves me with some bad reflexes. But my time here has definitely shown that's a bad way to think about it. And I've felt lonely too.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's not like we've really talked, is it? I would like that. I, kinda like you too. I admire your cheerfulness.
You do? So, it's not just one way.
Weitul smiles.
Sounds like we've got quite a lot to talk about.
Timari smiles back. She turns to look in Lycia's direction, hoping to give her a positive signal. To her surprise, Lycia isn't at her table anymore, but standing some ways away. Even more surprisingly, she has a hand on the shoulder of Lieutenant Ruiz from the science department, who in turn has his arm around her waist. She gets a brief moment of doubt on her face, but then suddenly kisses him on the cheek and then takes his hand, leading him out of the mess hall. Timari can only watch, hoping that Lycia isn't being too rash. She turns back to Weitul, doing her best to keep smiling. The poker tournament commences. Alerka decided to open it to the entire crew, and dozens participate. Towards the end of the second round, he's seated with Wakala, Elliot, and Devesh, the rest of the table having been eliminated.
And somehow my fives take it.
He collects the pot, and Wakala begins to shuffle the cards.
Made me need to ask. I trust you've all had a good time?
Elliot and Devesh glance at each other for a second, trying to keep their faces neutral.
Definitely, sir. I'd say this was overall a good idea. Everyone seems to have enjoyed themselves.
No incidents in sickbay, Devesh?
No, sir. Everyone's been well behaved.
Good. I'm glad you've been able to relax too. How are you feeling?
Much better, sir. Thank you.
Alerka notices the sudden nervousness between Elliot and Devesh and raises an eyebrow.
Ante up, please. And I definitely feel better too. It was a good idea, sir.
Everyone places their antes, and Wakala begins dealing the cards. Alerka remains focused on Elliot and Devesh, smirking as he starts to get a growing suspicion.
What would you say your favorite part of the festivities was?
Elliot clears his throat, and Devesh looks away.
I suppose the cooking contest. I definitely wasn't expecting Varia to win, and everything was delicious.
Really? I heard you two had some pretty intense games of Domjot yesterday. Who won overall, by the way?
Wakala looks at the others in confusion, waiting patiently for the round to properly begin.
We don't remember. It was a long day.
Yes, I'm sure you two were quite busy afterwards.
Elliot, it's your turn.
Elliot doesn't even look at his cards and throws some chips into the pot. Devesh does likewise.
I'm, not sure what you're getting at, sir.
I think you do. I've had that look on my own face plenty of times. Relax, you're not in trouble or anything.
Thank you, sir.
Am I missing something?
They hooked up last night.
Elliot and Devesh both start blushing, while Wakala's jaw drops.
What? Are you sure?
Quite sure.
He's right.
Although shocked at first, Wakala mostly maintains her composure. Alerka, on the other hand, grins and even starts laughing.
Well, it's about time.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not surprised at all it happened. If anything, I'm more surprised it took this long, considering how you two have always interacted with each other.
Is it really that obvious?
Probably not to everyone. But you know I've been through this quite a few times. I'm guessing you two want to keep it to yourselves for now?
We'd prefer that while we figure this out. But knowing the crew,
It definitely won't stay a secret for long, that's for sure. Well, I'll let you decide how and if you want to tell anyone else, and keep it to myself until then. Same goes for you, Wakala.
Of course, sir. And I'm happy for you two, but won't this impact their ability to do their jobs?
Probably. But I think I can trust them to remain professional when that counts, right?
Naturally, sir.
yes, sir. The ship comes first.
I don't know, sir. No disrespect, but I'm not so confident.
Come on, you've done fine so far, considering our own relationship.
But that's...
Different? Not necessarily. Let me ask you, if it meant saving the ship and the crew, would you let me die?
What?
Theoretically, of course. Something's happened, and the only way to save the ship is for me to die. Could you do it?
Yes, I suppose I would, but...
I know. You hope you never have to make that choice. Me too. But you see what I'm getting at? Elliot, Devesh, obviously, I hope you never have to make such a decision either, but you know what I would expect the answer to be.
Elliot and Devesh look at each other for a moment with seriousness as they contemplate the theoretical. Eventually, they nod at Alurka in understanding, and their hands touch under the table.
Good. Sorry, I didn't mean to put such a damper on things. I wish you two the best. Also, I raised 20.
The following morning, the senior staff gathers on the bridge to resume their duties. The ship is still at warp, with everything running smoothly. Alurka is just arriving and sits in his chair.
Back to work we go. I'm glad everyone found the time off rejuvenating. Congrats to Elliot, by the way, for winning the poker tournament.
There's scattered applause from the bridge officers, and Elliot both grins and blushes.
Congrats, dear.
Thank you, hon.
Oh, not keeping it a secret then?
There's no point. You know how this crew gossips anyway.
That I do.
Let me know if you need me to keep him in line, Devesh.
Please don't, Varia.
Alurka notices Lysia stiffen at the open admission of the relationship between Elliot and Devesh, and focus intently on her console. He gets up and goes over to her station, sitting on the edge of it in a relaxed manner, while the rest of the officers return to their duties.
Hey, you all right?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you for asking.
Come on, I saw that reaction. And what you were doing with Ruiz in the mess hall last night. It's not hard to put two and two together.
Really, sir, I'm fine.
All right, I won't press you on it, but I will say, I get it. You have your heart set on someone, and something happens that makes it an impossibility. It sucks. Even more so when you still have to be around them. If you need some extra time off, it's yours. But don't go drowning yourself in meaningless distractions, all right? That won't help you feel better about yourself, as I can attest.
Lysia looks away, contemplating for a moment.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the support. It's hard, yes, but I'll manage. Not the first time it's happened, really. My instinct is to just crawl in my shell for a while, but that probably won't help.
Alurka shrugs.
Probably not. We're our own worst enemy sometimes, and being left alone with our thoughts can be dangerous. If you need something to keep your mind off things, I have a holo program you can join me for. Won't even need to talk, aside from teaching you how to hit metal. But it's great for getting out frustrations.
She smiles.
I may take you up on that.
Alurka smiles back and pats Lysia on the shoulder as he stands up.
Whenever you want. And if you want to just talk, I'm always here.
He returns to his chair, giving his jacket a tug as he sits down.
Walker, how long until we're at the Comet?
We'll be there within the hour.
Excellent. Sternala, I'm sure the sensors are primed and ready.
Oh, yes. I'm already trying to scan it from here, though I'm not getting much. Walker, get us closer.
Everyone laughs.
Captain's log, stardate 88503.2. I've known much of my crew for years at this point, and they still find ways to surprise me. I give them some much-needed time to relax, and we wind up with new dynamics to our relationships. Not that I'm worried about any compromises to their professionalism. I think they're pretty well trained. I couldn't be prouder, and I'm glad they trust me as much as I trust them. Now, back to our actual jobs. Let's see what's out there.